Hey friends, welcome back to Budgeting Over 40. I'm Melissa, and in this video, I'm going to be allocating the money that you see in Ready to Assign, $1,375.50. So let's jump in and take a look. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. We're going to talk about what we're going to do with the money that you see in Ready to Assign. Now, originally, I did say to myself that I want to pay my Discover card because Discover is the card that I am trying to get rid of. Well, I'm not trying, I am getting rid of that card. Let's correct that. I am going to get rid of that card balance before the promotion period ends, which is the cutoff date is January 17th of 2026. Now, in order for me to do that, I need to throw not 300, but 600. It's asking for $642.15 for the target, but I'm actually throwing $645 towards this card to get rid of the balance. Now, when I did plug in the target for this, the balance was $5,418. That was at the end of May. Now, my original thing was to throw that money to my Discover card. But you guys, I did receive this money early this morning and it has been sitting in the account because I am trying to figure out I am trying to figure out what to do with it. I've never been in this position, but I have always been chasing this whole credit card thing. I'm trying to pay the debts as soon as I can, trying to maximize the amount of interest that I'm saving. And I have talked to you guys already about the cat and mouse game that I have played when it comes down to paying the debts. And I am trying not to do that anymore. And what I used to do was as soon as I get money and I'm able to throw it towards my debt, which is my auto loan and the personal loans, I usually go in and throw the money right to the debt as soon as I can. And it cuts down the amount of days in between the payments. But if it came around that 1 month I was not able to pay as early as I did the month before, then I turn around and lose all that interest on the back end. And that's why I know that that cat and mouse game doesn't work. So I was sitting on this idea all day, trying to figure out if I should go ahead and assign the $939.23 out of the money that you see here, and the remainder of that throw it towards my Discover card. After much thought, I have decided to go ahead and fund and pay my Discover card. So I'm going to go ahead and throw $645 towards Discover because that's one of the things that I need to pay before I get paid again. And then I said I was going to go ahead and fund half of my auto loan. Now, to do half of the auto loan, if I want to do the low half or the high half, it's $469.61 or $469.62. Now, before I do that, let me just run through and show you guys what has been happening for the month so far as my spending plan go. So I did assign the money for rent. It has not been withdrawn yet. My electric bill was paid. Renter's insurance is something that is due in September. It is low, it's $44 per month, so I could wait to do that in September. My cell phone, the home phone or the internet is due on the 30th, so I can wait till I get paid again to do that. Heating oil and propane is something that I want to save for, so I may throw some money in here just to have some money in those categories because I'm going to beef those up to get ready for winter. In the debt section, I already paid my student loan. I did add a firm in here and I have already paid that. My personal loan is automatically withdrawn from my account. It's going to come out on the 21st. I'm just going to let it do what it do and be withdrawn when it's time. My auto loan, it is due on the 25th, and that's why I'm like, you know what? I really don't want to have to worry about this right now. Credit card interest, I'm going to go right ahead and hide this because you guys, I am not paying any credit card interest right now because my only card that's charging me interest is my Apple card, and I'm managing to pay the statement balance before the next statement date. So no interest is coming out for that. All right, let's keep on going. Capital One number one and number two, I don't normally use those cards. Capital One number one is where my son's braces get charged to, and Capital One number two is where heating oil gets charged to. So I leave these in this whole group because it will happen eventually. In food, dining out still has $15.62. Maybe I want to throw some money in here to push this back up. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this money that I have up to $50. So let's do $50 minus $15.62. And it's going to make what's left in this category $50. For groceries and consumables, I did go and do a big shop on, let's see when I did that, on the 3rd. Today's the 7th. So we're good on groceries for now. But I may have to go grocery shopping again before I get paid again. So I did spend $350 on that shop. So I think this $307.17 should be able to do what I need to do. So we could leave this. In my babies after school, I do have to pay them some money. I don't know what it is just yet. So I'm going to leave this category here and we'll come back to it. Camp starts tomorrow, which is the 8th, and I will speak to them about what the balance is on the account and then decide what I'm going to pay. Braces already is funded for the month, and we do have the $225 there. I skipped one, babysitter. You guys see that? Babysitter. So the kids were out of school for a week before camp starts. And I had to work and hubby had to work. So we took them to the babysitter for 2 days. This is what it cost for 2 days for the kids to go to the babysitter. $40 per day per kid for $160. It's expensive, I know, but it helped us out. That wasn't in the budget. And it was me just planning wrong. I didn't look ahead on my schedule and talk to hubby in advance to, get us through until they start camp. So we had to use the babysitter. Child support already have money. I need to send it to my daughter. I'll probably do it tonight. Clothes and shoes we don't worry about is a sinking fund. Haircuts have $30. Summer camp and activities needs $12.50. So I'm gonna go ahead and put $12.50 here. I'm starting to save for next year. I don't want this to sneak up on me because I had to set money aside out of my budget, and it kind of put a hold on things because in the month of May, I think I had to pay $600 on top of paying for after school. And I think that's why I wasn't able to clear the after school bill. All right, that's it for kids. Everything else is funded or on track for the month. In cars, I did put some gas in the expedition for $70 and a penny. So there's $53.78 here. This should suffice and make do until we get paid again. Everything else in the cars category is funded. I did fund my sinking funds the last time we were here. Now in personal, Pocket Money has some money. Tax fees is one of my sinking funds, and the Melissa Fund is a sinking fund. We have some money there. But what I really wanted to do, I'm going to go back up here because I skipped it. The auto loan. I am going to fund half of the auto loan. I'm going to do the low half for 469 and 61 cents. I'm going to pay that to the auto loan. This $214 and a penny here, I want to get my hair braided. So I did braid my hair sometime in the month of May before I went on my trip for my birthday, and it's due to be done again. So I'm going to put the $200 in braids and things. This wasn't in the budget, but I'm figuring it out. So $200 in braids and things, and the $14 and a penny. Let's take the penny out and put it into tax fees. I'm going to put this 1 penny into tax fees because the $14, I'm going to put it in tips. Because when I do get my hair braided, I will have to, not have to, but it's nice to give the braider a tip. So let's go down to giving, and I'm going to add this $14 tip here because $5 in there is for the barber. I need to get my son's hair cut again, and the $5 is usually the tip for the barber. So you guys, that's it. That's the money. I am not going to do the cat and mouse. I'm not going to send all of it to the auto loan because I do have other things to take care of, as you could see here. But that's what it is. You guys, I have been sitting on this money all day, and usually Melissa gets the money and it is out of the account to pay whatever bill I need to pay. But after sitting down and thinking about it, this is the route that I want to go. So let me know in the comments, would you guys go ahead and throw the full balance or the full payment that is due to the auto loan onto the auto loan, even though, it will get paid throughout the month. But because there's interest being lost and there's none for the Discover card, what would you guys do? Would you do that? Would you do what I'm doing here? Or would you pay the full payment for the auto loan? I may have repeated myself there and I'm sorry. But let me know what you guys will do. I think this is a good route for me. You could see there's still $3,123 left underfunded for the month of July. And I think we'll be able to cover this with the next two paychecks that we're going to get, which is my full time paycheck and the money that's going to come from hubby. So, you guys, that's what it is for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Click subscribe if you are not already a part of my community. I would love for you guys to be here. We are paying off debt. We are making smart money moves. We are making good decisions and being good stewards of our money. We're not going to go back in the situation where we were, and we're just doing it one day at a time. Let me know how you guys are doing so far in the month of July. We are down 1 week already. Can you believe it? The month just started and we are over and done with 1 week. So you guys let me know. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.